There are three modes of operation that you can use your Arduino Q board in: PC hosted mode, single board computer mode, and network mode. Now, if you just got an Arduino Q, or maybe you're kicking around getting one, then you'll want to be familiar with all of these modes because you're probably going to use every single one of them through the course of getting familiar with the Q. The first mode you're going to want to use when you unbox your Arduino Q is PC hosted mode. What's nice about PC hosted mode is that it doesn't require any additional hardware. And if you're familiar with the traditional Arduino ecosystem, then PC hosted mode is going to feel the most familiar. All you have to do to put your Arduino Q in PC hosted mode is download and install Arduino App Lab on your PC. It's free, it's really simple to install. Then just take your Arduino Q and connect it to your PC with a USB-C cable. Then when you open up App Lab, you will see your Q board show up as available via USB. That's it, you're done. When you first set up your Arduino Q, I highly recommend PC hosted mode. Doesn't require any additional hardware, and you can just get straight to the point, start playing around pretty fast. Now, one other thing I'm going to recommend is that you download a guide I made that goes over all of these modes in super detail, plus it offers some recommendations for hardware you can use that will be compatible for your Q. You can download that guide at this QR code or at the link in the description. I think you're going to find it super helpful. I put a lot of work into making it user-friendly and super detailed. Again, this QR code or the link in the description. Now, here's what trips people up with PC hosted mode is that unlike the traditional Arduino IDE, none of the code that you write in App Lab is saved to your PC. All of the code you write in App Lab on your PC is saved to the Q board itself. App Lab on your PC is like a portal into your Q board's processor. All the programs that you see in App Lab when you're on your PC, they actually live on the Q. So it's not like you're uploading code to your Arduino Q. When you write code in App Lab, it's already getting written directly to the Q board's memory. Now, one major limitation of PC hosted mode is that if you write an application in App Lab that requires a peripheral, like a webcam or a speaker, then the Q board cannot use your PC's peripherals. So if you have a webcam connected to your PC, most of us do, and you also have an Arduino Q connected to your PC, the Q board cannot use the webcam. Now you might be like, man, why is this? Well, here's the deal. The Q board is running its own operating system. If the program you write for the Q is looking for a webcam, it's going to be searching the Q board for attached devices, not your PC's devices. So if you want to use a webcam, speakers, microphones, or any of these type of peripherals, you're going to need to try a different mode, like SBC mode, also known as single board computer mode.
If you do design your own circuit boards, I want to take a minute and tell you about today's sponsor, jlcpcb.com. Wait, are you hearing this? No, please don't make me do this, please. Alright. JLC, making juicy little circuits. Every time I order boards delivered so perfect, I upload my Gerbers to their online servers. Choose my build parameters, like quantity and surface finish. Things look good on their 3D viewer. Checkout so easy, then their engineers review it, get it in production same day with updates, and fabricate and ship it in 2 days or less. With JLC, I must confess, when boards arrive, I feel so blessed because once again they've passed the test. JLC, making juicy little circuits.
Don't miss JLC PCB's 6-layer PCB special. Get $30 off with a coupon and enjoy top quality 6-layer PCBs, plus no engineering fees for VIA in pad. To put your Arduino Q in single board computer mode, you'll need to attach some basic peripherals like a computer monitor, keyboard, and a mouse, plus anything else you want like a webcam or microphone, speakers, whatever. If you're using a Ventuno Q, you can attach these peripherals directly to the Q board. If you're using an Arduino Uno Q, then you'll also need to get a USB-C dongle. So first what you'll do is you'll connect the dongle to your Q board, and then you'll connect all the peripherals to the dongle. Finally, you just need to power up the dongle with an AC to DC wall adapter. You want to get a wall adapter that's 5 volts and can supply at least 3 amps. Once you connect power, your Arduino Q board is going to automatically boot up. And that's it. You are now in single board computer mode. You'll log into your Q board just like you would any other computer. And AppLab is set to automatically open as soon as you've logged in. Now, when you are in single board computer mode, AppLab, when it opens up, is not going to give you options of which Q board to select because it's going to default to the Q board that you're actually working on. So in SBC mode, AppLab cannot host another Q board. Now what you can do is download the traditional Arduino IDE and program other Arduino boards like an Arduino Uno R3, an R4, or an Arduino Nano ESP32, whatever. It's just your Q board cannot host another Q board. Another nice thing about SBC mode is that the applications you write in AppLab have full access to any peripherals attached to the Q. The final mode that you're going to want to use is my personal favorite, but it's also the most pain in the butt to get working. This is network mode. Network mode is when you log into your Arduino Q from a different PC that is on the same local network. When you go through the initial setup of your Arduino Q, one of the things you'll do is connect it to your local Wi-Fi network. This way, the Q board can search for software updates. But the other thing that your Arduino Q is going to do once it has access to the Wi-Fi is start to advertise itself on the network. And what this allows is you can open up AppLab on a different PC. And if that PC is on the same Wi-Fi network as your Arduino Q, then AppLab will see it as a device and allow you to connect to it. This means that you can write applications for an Arduino Q board that is not physically attached to your PC. And this also means that if you have peripherals attached to that Q board, then the Q board can use those peripherals in the programs that you write. So imagine this. Let's say I have a Q board connected to a dongle with power applied. And I also have a webcam and a speaker attached to that dongle. That's it. So Arduino Q, webcam, speaker. And then let's say I've got that all set up in my garage. Now, what I can do is program that Q board from a PC anywhere in my house as long as I'm still on the same Wi-Fi network as that Q board. But there is a major issue with network mode. But before we get to that issue, I just want to remind you that all the stuff I'm talking about right now and way more details can be downloaded in a super useful guide I put together. You can grab it at this QR code right here or the link in the description. The devil is in the details, as you know, and you can get that guide at this QR code or in the description. So the issue with network mode is that very often AppLab running on your PC will not identify the Q board that is advertising itself. Now, this can happen for a variety of reasons, but the main culprit is not your Q board. So as long as you have your Arduino Q connected to the local network, it's gonna advertise itself. It does that pretty consistently. The issue is AppLab's inability to see your Q board. There are a variety of reasons why this can happen, but a common issue is your PC's firewall is blocking out the Q board. So one quick test to run is just to check if your firewall is blocking AppLab. If that doesn't work, grab a chicken foot, scrape it across your Q board, and then press the reset button 7 times. After that, you'll want to watch this video right here to get up to speed with programming Arduino. Everything you need to get started with Arduino, it's all right here. Millions of folks have watched this. Thousands of positive comments. I really think this video right here is going to be your gateway into getting started with Arduino. This video right here.